Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to do a news video here, talk about NFL. We're going to talk about NFL, wrestling, NASCAR, and baseball, and NBA. So let's get right into it. So let's start here with NFL. So, sources: tight end Dallas Goedert reached agreement yesterday on a one-year deal to return to the Eagles for his 9th season. Even though the Eagles now are bringing back tight end Dallas Goedert, there are no new developments around obviously A.J. Brown. Besides, he might not get traded right now. But by agreeing to this deal, which was yesterday before today, they avoid taking on a significant chunk of dead money. Also, keeping him is important, but money as well. I believe it's a one-year, $7 million deal for Dallas Goedert. The NFLPA, they re-elected Jalen Reeves-Maybin as its president, and there's a few more newly elected NFLPA Executive Committee members, I believe.
To replace signs to his race for Magnussen and Baku to last season annihilating Ocon.
Free agent running back Jeremy Nichols returned to Washington on a one-year deal. Per sorts of their current backfield now includes Bill Krosky, McNichols, Rashad White, and Jerome Ford. We had a trade go down today. The New York Jets are finalizing a deal that will send quarterback Justin Fields to the Kansas City Chiefs, pending a physical per ESPN sources. Other teams were interested, but Fields' preference was to go to Kansas City. Wow. Goodbye, Mahomes. Justin Fields' era is here. Is he going to be the quarterback until Patrick Mahomes is healthy? But Mahomes recovering from torn ACL. Justin Fields now will get reps during the off-season and training camp and can potentially play early in the season depending on recovery. The Chiefs are expected to send a 6th-round pick in exchange for Justin Fields. The Dolphins, they signed veteran offensive tackle Charlie Heck, who spent last season with the Buccaneers. The Cardinals signed former Jack safety Andrew Wingard on a one-year deal. The Raiders signed former Colts linebacker Sagun Olubi. Darius Slay, he announced his retirement from the NFL on IG. The Colts signed former Cowboy safety Wanye Thomas. So, good retirement. Hopefully Darius Slay's a good retirement. The Colts re-signed Mo Alley Cox. What a name. Cardinals signed former Patriots linebacker Jack Gibbons to a 2-year contract and Andrew Billings to a 1-year contract. The NFLPA player reps are meeting at Del Coronado today in San Diego to hear from the 3 finalists for the NFLPA executive David White, J.C. Treader, and Tim Pernetti, and the vote is expected tomorrow. So that's all from Adam Schefter. See what we have from JP Football. The 49ers, they're signing wide receiver Christian Kirk to a 1-year deal. We are Christian Kirk. 49ers just signing straight receivers this offseason. That might be it from JP Football. Just that one thing there about Christian Kirk. I'm not going to pull a Stephen A. Smith and say Charlie Kirk. And some punter news. The Panthers and punter Sam Martin have agreed to terms in a 2-year, $5 million contract per Rappaport. And as part of that Fields trade, the Jets are giving Justin Fields an $8 million signing bonus, plus he won $3 million for him to get fully guaranteed salary from the Chiefs for a total of $11 million.
However, in the race, he managed to move up 14 positions to finish in P6. Amazing.
That might be it. There's not really a lot of NFL news. That's pretty much it here, so let's move on. So really the big news today in the NBA from Shams Charania this morning was the NBA will hold a vote at the Board of Governors meeting March 24th through the 25th to explore adding expansion teams exclusively in Las Vegas and Seattle, with 2 franchises tagged for the 28-29 season, sources tell ESPN. There's momentum for stakeholders to approve surveying what industry executives project will be bids in the 7 to 10 billion range for each team. Man, bring back the Seattle Supersonics.
not like
I mean,
blow me away.
you gotta, half the league is tanking due to the depth of talent. The NBA's response is expansion. Honestly, like one expansion, but you need to get these teams to be competitive and not half the league tanking.
Yeah. Nothing impressive. Was stuck behind Lando. His slower race pace.
But the first vote will allow the league to explore purchase processes for Vegas and Seattle. There will be a potential final vote later in the year to finalize transactions of 32 teams. If bids reach necessary threshold in both voting rounds, 20 of 30 governors must vote in favor. So that's really the big news from Shams, was the possible expansion of Seattle and Las Vegas. So Stephen A. Smith, he says Jalen Brunson is the reason the Knicks won't win a championship and blames him for the Bridges trade. You know, if your organization give up that much to get a dude that's going to only handicap you from building a roster, they can compete for a championship. Yeah, blame Jalen Brunson. He ain't no Knicks fan. Gosh. God. Yeah, he'll be right back in the bandwagon when the playoffs start. He ain't no Knicks fan. The Timberwolves or Grizzlies are expected to move to the Eastern Conference if the NBA pros expansion teams in Las Vegas and but the Grizzlies or Memphis, Timberwolves or Grizzlies are expected to move to the Eastern Conference. The NBA pros expansion team in Vegas and Seattle. That could be the Timberwolves being in the East could be pretty fun. To be honest, man, it'd be pretty fun to watch and be in the Eastern Conference. But yeah, that's really all the NBA. There's a few things there. So let's move on to wrestling. So advertised for Monday Night Raw tonight is AJ and Bayley for the Intercontinental Championship. Roman Reigns will appear. Brock Lesnar will appear to find out his WrestleMania opponent. Stephanie Vaquer versus Raquel. The OG Americano versus El Grande. And Maxine versus Natty. A few things here that don't really care about. But there's looks solid, like at least hopefully a solid show tonight. AEW had their AEW Revolution pay-per-view last night, which was really damn good. Caught up on the highlights, pretty damn good. MJF defeated Hangman Page, retained the championship. Kenny Omega returned to make the save for Brody King against Swerve Strickland. Will Ospreay returned after being out with the neck injury. Will Ospreay come back. Ronda Rousey arrived in AEW. So Ronda Rousey's back in wrestling. Gee, amazing, man. Don't get why they signed someone who doesn't respect wrestling, but whatever. I thought she hated fake fighting is what she said, but whatever. John Moxley retained against Konosuke Takeshita, what the fuck his name is. FTR defeated the Young Bucks, retained the tag titles. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage returned. Jack Perry won the AEW National Championship. That's all that happened on the Revolution last night, which was actually pretty good. Besides Ronda Rousey returning, it was actually pretty damn good to me. I just don't really like Ronda Rousey, and she does respect wrestling, so I don't even know why she's there. But whatever. That's all from WrestleLock. See if anything from Cultaholic here. So from Cultaholic, despite his heel turn, WWE are expecting Randy Orton to beat Sheard at WrestleMania. The decision was made to turn him heel simply because WWE didn't want to do a babyface versus babyface match. I don't know. I mean, reports what WWE are expecting quote someone known for just saying what they think. That's just Dave Meltzer. That's from Wrestling Observer, so take it with a grain of salt. WWE wants to bring back the Demon Balor for Dominic Mysterio matches, which I think is what they're planning to do. Almost nothing has been said official or decided 100%. Most within WWE are under the impression that the next planned pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia is unlikely to happen. Good. Most within WWE are shocked by Ronda Rousey's appearance. Shocked. Yeah, sure, Dave. Making shit up per usual. Nobody's shocked and probably nobody cares in WWE. So now let's talk about some NASCAR news. So the next hearing in the JGR request for a preliminary injunction against Gay Part expires March 26th. Judges allow for some expedited discovery between now and then. Temporary restraining order. Gabehart can't perform similar duties as fires he did at JGR extending until then. 36 entries for 36 spots for the trucks at Darlington. Chastain will be in the 45, Bale in the 62, Hostbar in the 77, Swallow in the 1, Hyman in the 5, Mosack in the 7, LaJoy in the 25. Former driver and longtime mechanic Cale Rose now listed, Cale Gale is listed as a crew chief for Ben Rhodes. Man, Ben Rhodes has another new crew chief. That's pretty stacked truck field. 40 O'Reilly entries for 3 spots at Darlington, Chastain in the 9, Bale in the 19, Smithley in the 0, Snyder in the 30, Bird in the 42. The 88 was originally scheduled to be Bowman, and is now listed as TBA. Here's a spoiler, it's Kyle Larson, most likely. Even if Bowman is cleared, I don't think he'll race it. I think he should just focus on Cup, even if he is cleared, which I highly doubt he will. It'll probably be Elliott or Larson driving the 88. And the 37 Cup entries for Darlington, the only notable is Timmy Hill in the 66. So let's go over the schedule. Friday, 3:30 on FS2 Truck P&Q, 7:30 on FS1 the Truck Race. Saturday, 12 on the CW app, O'Reilly P&Q, 2:30 on Prime Cup P&Q, 4:30 on CW Pre-Race, and 5:30 on the CW O'Reilly race starts. Sunday, 1:30 on FS1 NASCAR race day, and then 3 on FS1 the Cup race. So hopefully some really good racing, and I'm just glad we have all 3 days of racing. Hamlin won the Vegas race yesterday. So for baseball, let's end it off here with baseball. Let's talk about the baseball classic. Last night, USA beats, who they beat? The Dominican Republic. 2-1. The umpire, man, the umpire was trash. He kept calling that low pitch a strike. Dominican Republic definitely had chances. You know, they had chances, obviously, before that, but you gotta call that a ball, man. It wasn't a strike. But United States won 2-1. Just can't happen in games like this, man. Aaron Nola starting for Italy tonight in the semifinal against Venezuela. Changing plans, pivoting from Michael Lorenzen. So we'll see. In the United States, they'll advance to the championship. So we'll see who they will play in the championship in the baseball classic. That's really all for baseball, really. It's kind of the baseball classic going on. The regular season starts in like 8 or 9 days or something like that. The Diamondbacks signed Luis Arias to a minor league deal. That's pretty much it, really. So, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Peace.